In many ways, Christopher is a normal teenager with a circle of friends, a little sister, a loving mom and dad. But Christopher is also different. He doesn't walk as most other kids do. He uses a power wheelchair to get around. He's forced to pass up many of the activities his classmates take part in. He doesn't run, doesn't jump. He doesn't throw baseballs or footballs. But it's a different story here at the Michigan Underwater School of Diving in Lincoln Park. No power chair is necessary here, and Christopher can do things he's never been able to do before. Here, Christopher can, for the first time in his life, walk. Because he doesn't have to bear his weight underwater, he can actually take steps. It's easier to move his arms, easier to hold his head up. Christopher is learning to scuba dive with the help of several instructors, led by Jerry Rowe.
At first, he could not hold on to the regulator. We had to clear his mask for him, clear his ears for him, and also hold his buoyancy for him. After a few lessons, he started to achieve this on his very own, and it was just the most unbelievable thing I've ever seen.
No muscular dystrophy patient has ever been certified as a scuba diver. Christopher Rush intends to be the first. But the Caribbean is a long way from a pool in Lincoln Park, Michigan. These are the Cayman Islands, discovered by Christopher Columbus just a few years after he discovered America. In the past couple of decades, these islands have become one of the most popular diving spots in the world. The water and the air here are warm. There are many shallow diving spots. There's an abundance of sea life. Perhaps this is the best place for Christopher to begin his open water diving career. Tomorrow night, Christopher and his dive buddies head for the open water, and a dive that will take them back in time. There were no waves, no currents, no wind in the pool in Lincoln Park. This could be a real challenge, but it's challenge that fascinates Christopher.
It's always been something I've wanted to do. I mean, I would watch TV programs of scuba divers, and I would look at my dad and say, wouldn't that be awesome to do?
Chris and I had worked out some signals to watch for. One was he would point to his regulator if his regulator got loose, or he'd point to the side of his mask if water got into his mask. And I'd watch his eyes to see if he got scared or if he was uncomfortable in any way.
So with a close eye on the regulator, it's into inner space and a world that most humans never see. It's a world of vivid colors, slow motion, a world of magnificent coral that has been forming for thousands of years. Dangerous-looking creatures that are not really so dangerous at all. Not dangerous, that is, unless you bother them or intrude on their territory. We're anchored in Georgetown Harbor, off the coast of Georgetown, above the wreck of the Balboa, a cargo ship that went down in 1932, in the Great Hurricane of 1932, before hurricanes had names. The ship went down, her cargo, a load of lumber, came up, floated ashore. They built a good part of Georgetown with it. It is now one of the most popular diving spots in the islands, the home to thousands of parrotfish, yellowtail snapper, and sergeant majors. Wreck diving can be a dangerous pastime, but we are accompanied here by some very experienced divers, and Christopher has been very well trained by his instructors. If there were an emergency, everyone would know exactly what to do, including Christopher. With several dives under his belt and the required classroom, pool, and ocean test completed, Christopher is certified to dive when he's accompanied by his dad and an instructor.
It's official, and he's a certified diver.
Got my sea card.
Congratulations.
A thrilling moment for the whole family.
I'm so proud of you.
Because of his years as a star of the annual Jerry Lewis Labor Day Telethon, Christopher is part of the world of show business, and a couple of his show business buddies are there for this event. You'll remember Chef Tell from his days on TV2, and Tony Orlando and Christopher are old friends. But real divers don't spend any more time above the surface than necessary. So the next day, it's on to another dive site. And tomorrow night, we'll continue this journey into the ocean as Christopher meets Darth Vader and the other creatures of Stingray City. One thing Christopher is learning on this trip is that the ocean is a friendly environment. Not only is he able to do things with his body that he's never been able to do before, but he's making new friends. We're anchored at Stingray City, the home to dozens of southern stingrays, normally one of the most dangerous animals in the world. For years, fishermen have come here to clean their catch. It was about 4 years ago, a diver noticed what was happening, went in the water himself with a handful of fish, and found that these southern stingrays were willing to take a handout. Since then, this has become one of the 10 best diving spots in the world. Under some circumstances, these creatures can be too friendly, especially if they know or even think you're hiding food from them. At this point, I wasn't sure a walk on the beach wouldn't have been safer. That's Darth Vader, the only Caribbean stingray among the dozens of southern stingrays in this area, and the most aggressive. But the stingrays of Stingray City are not dangerous if treated with respect. Just more like frisky, hungry puppies. Stingray City is the highlight of the trip for Christopher.
It seemed real friendly. It just kept passing me over my head and running into me. It was kind of neat.
Not everyone would have the courage to swim with stingrays, but courage is something we all found out on this trip that Christopher has in abundance. And Christopher is proving something that, according to dive instructor Randy Kowalski, all of us should already know.
Just because you don't have the use of your legs, or just because you don't have the use of your arms, doesn't mean you have to be robbed of the beauty of inner space, of diving. All it takes is this, the belief that, yes, you can do it.
I think he's just a fabulous little diver. I would love to try another one like Chris.
The end of a long day on and under the water for a dive instructor and his student, and the beginning of a series of adventures for a 14-year-old pioneer and the people who have helped him meet another challenge.